We are Islamic Republic, Part 17. At the Battle of Palasi in June 1757, an English army led by Robert Clive succeeded in defeating the much larger army of Nawab Siraj-ud-Dawla. Clive had bribed one of Siraj's key men, Mir Jafar, to side with the English. In return, the victorious Clive made Jafar the new Nawab of Bengal. It was a great success for the East India Company, who now were guaranteed control, who were who were guaranteed control of the profitable trade in Bengal. Valuable goods including salt, betel, nut, tobacco, saltpeter were shipped to Britain. It was uncontrolled exploitation. Clive and others working for the company amassed immense fortunes. The people of Bengal remained very poor. In 1764, another Bengal ruler, Mir Qasim, made a desperate attempt to stop the British plundering his kingdom. However, his defeat at Buxar made certain that the British, thanks to Robert Clive, were firmly in control of eastern India. It was the Battle of Buxar in 1764, and again the Britishers emerged as victors. The company rewarded Clive by appointing him as the first governor of Bengal. He demanded and received huge payments from the Nawab and other princes for himself and the company. It was Clive who laid the foundation for British rule in India. In spite of his personal wealth as governor, he tried to stop corruption and provided firm government. When he returned to England with his huge fortune, East India Company showed little gratitude. Instead, some company directors and members of the parliament accused him of taking bribes and governing badly. Clive was interrogated by the British Parliament. Robert Clive, Clive of India, was born in 1725 and died in 1774. Robert Clive is seen as the founder of British rule in India. He first went to India as a clerk for East India Company. He hated the work and soon joined their army. Clive distinguished himself in fighting against the French in southern India. He commanded the company army which defeated the Indian ruler of Bengal. Following that victory, the company controlled Bengal. He became governor of Bengal and later, after returning to Britain, Lord Clive of Plassey. He suffered ill health, which made worse by an addiction of opium. In Britain, he was accused of poor government and corruption. Although he was cleared of the charges, he nevertheless committed suicide at the age of 49 by cutting his own throat. Historians disagree about Robert Clive and his method of doing things. Source A: reckless and unstable. Robert Clive was a reckless and unstable person whose violence and daring played an important role in British conquest of the subcontinent. As a boy, he was always in trouble. At one point, he is said to have led his classroom into the ditches in a rebellion against school rules. Having been shown out of several schools, he was sent to India at the age of 18 and found his clerical job there so boring that he tried to blow his brains out with a pistol. It was J. Hussain, A History of the Peoples of Pakistan, Oxford University Press, 1997.